The product we would like to manufacture in Nigeria is solar panels. We will manufacture polycrystalline solar panels because they are of a better quality, but they are also cheaper to manufacture. Solar panels are manufactured using silicone, which is obtained from sand. The solar panels will be manufactured using photovoltaic glass and will have inverters and storage batteries as part of the finished product. We will have different wattage sizes to meet the needs of our customers and give them options to choose from the different sizes, depending on their needs and affordability. The size options will be 350 watt, 400 watt, 450 watt, 500 watt, and 600 watt sizes. What unmet need are we addressing? There is a great need for alternative sources of power in Nigeria. Because there is not sufficient electricity generated for the amount of electricity that is already consumed in Nigeria. Not only is there not sufficient electricity generated, but as of 2022, 60% of the Nigerian population do not have access to electricity. Selling solar panels is still new in Nigeria, and although there are some solar panel suppliers in Nigeria, the market of solar panel suppliers is not saturated. There are only a few companies that import solar panels into Nigeria, and there is only one company that manufactures solar panels in Nigeria. So it is a viable business decision to enter the solar panel market in Nigeria.
And during our VRIO analysis, we found many factors that we believe will help our company and product to be successful in Nigerian markets. The first is the value of our product. We plan on manufacturing our solar panels within Nigeria. Because we will not be importing our product, we will be able to sell it at a lower price point than many of our competitors. We've also found that there is only one other competing company that manufactures solar panels within Nigeria. All other companies import their solar panels into the country. Solar panels are also difficult to replicate. It requires extensive knowledge to design and will require extensive time and energy to replicate the design we create. Our organization is also well set up to support customers. In addition to creating solar panels, we plan on providing installation services for our product, and we also plan on developing a strong customer support team to help answer questions and fix problems even after the product is installed. We also believe that our product has a strong competitive advantage. As mentioned previously, there is currently only one other competitor who manufactures solar panels domestically. We also found that 40% of the Nigerian population do not have access to electricity, which gives us a large potential target market. As also previously mentioned, because the product is not being imported, we will be able to sell it at a more affordable price point. Our product will also help to create jobs for Nigerians, which will help our brand image, showing that we support Nigerians not just through our products, but also through the employment that we provide. We plan on primarily focusing our marketing on rural households and communities, as these are the areas that are most in need of accessible and affordable power. We have several competitors that we have looked at to compare our business to. There are several strengths of these competitors. The first is Oxono Solar. They are the only company that manufactures solar panels within Nigeria, and they've created a strong business both within Nigeria and neighboring African countries. Sun King is an international company that has a strong global presence. They market primarily to rural areas, both within Africa and other areas of the world, such as Asia. Arnergy is a primarily Nigerian-based company that has developed a very strong business reputation and has received compliments and endorsements from people such as Bill Gates. However, each of these competitors has weaknesses as well. Oxono Solar has a very poorly designed website. It has a lack of clear and accessible information, making it difficult for potential customers to know if they can afford the product or how it can be accessed. Sun King imports its solar panels, resulting in a higher cost of the product. In addition, because they are an international company, it makes it more difficult for them to target their products specifically to Nigerians. While Arnergy products are high quality, they are more expensive than many of their competitors, making them less accessible to rural customers.
85 millions of Nigerians who live without electricity power in their homes can be affected by our business by providing them access to solar panels systems that will be installed in their homes. We want to make a great impact in Nigerian citizens to have access to the basic needs of life, to work, study, and to do business with local communities and have impact in their lives. We will bring different solar panels diversities for the low income and the average income customers. We will focus our target market in the customers between the age to 20 to 45 years old, women and men with 300k nairas or less per month with a senior secondary level.
When it comes to Lighthouse Solar Solutions, this is the positioning statement that we stand by. For Nigerian students and communities with frequent power outages, Lighthouse Solar Solutions provides dependable, sustainable, and locally produced solar energy solutions that ensure uninterrupted access to electricity, providing users with energy power they need to achieve their goals. We are setting the standard for what it could be like in the future for Nigeria and electricity. When it comes to ensuring product quality, you always have to think about features first. So with this specific product that we're coming to launch, one of the best features that we find to be the most essential in assuring that all of our customers are happy is ensuring that we have residential solar panels. And residential solar panels are essential because it's not every day that someone can travel and go to a building to work on their projects or connect with their team. It's required for people to be able to have this level of access in their homes. And what is best with our residential solar panels is that they generate electricity even in the low light conditions. So it doesn't matter what condition it is, it has the capacity to do so. The storage batteries, they are high capacity. So it does not matter where you're located, because the storage batteries itself have that capacity to give you that electricity, and they're wall mounted indoors, ensuring that there's a consistent backup. Installation materials and support are backed up by our on-site team, so you don't have to worry about putting on these really high quality equipment and having the mistake of even breaking. Correct. So you have the support upon arrival, and some of the benefits is that you have the reliability of access to electricity around the clock. This will ensure that you can have the capacity to work on your assignments. You'll have the peace of mind for installation, and the sustainability of it all, and it's completely renewable energy. Having this solar panel accompanying you in your time studying and working is essential, especially given these product features.
The solar panels will be manufactured in Nigeria and then stored in a warehouse and sent to our own retail distributors, and it will be sold directly to the consumers. We will have our own retail distributors where we will have sales representatives from our employees trained specifically for the task to sell and help the customer understand the positive impact of buying our solar panels by using Salesforce and technician to clarify any doubts that the customer may have. And we will explain the whole system of the solar panels.
Discount pricing is the strategy that we will use for our solar panels. They are priced at 85,000 naira, and this is to undercut competitors so that we can save low income and rural markets. And also producing locally will help us use the cost-based pricing, as it will reduce unnecessary costs like shipping tariffs to about 60,000 naira, supporting a 29% profit margin. For promotion, we will use social media, especially WhatsApp. Both Nigerians in rural or urban areas use WhatsApp, and we will use it to engage with our target markets as well as to build brand awareness. And the other thing, we will use the events, local events, so that we can foster trust as well as promote the affordable solar solutions directly to our consumers. This is a screenshot of an advert that we will use on WhatsApp. We will use statuses to make our products known to our clients. Thank you. Polycentric method of hiring employees has the following advantages. It will give us an edge, or it will help us to leverage skills from Nigeria so that we can enhance our operations as well as support local employment opportunities. And it will also lower labor costs and improve operational efficiency and profitability without compromising quality, as well as it will help us to integrate well with the community, as it will foster trust, cultural alignment, and strengthen relationships with the target audience. Though it also has got its own challenges, like skills gap. We might not find skilled people to manufacture the solar panels, and this might mean we might need to provide additional training as well as to help with the development investments. And the other risk is retention, especially as skilled workers or skilled employees, if they choose to leave, it will increase hiring costs. And the other thing is the economy of Nigeria has not been very stable, and it might also affect the purchasing power of consumers, is then reduce the business profitability.
Our research shows that it will be beneficial to use 3 different modes of entry. The first mode of entry is to use non-local contract manufacturers for some parts of the solar panels. The benefit of using non-local contract manufacturers is that we can be more certain of the quality of the products when using a contract manufacturer that is already well known. Another benefit of using a contract manufacturer is that the costs are reduced because there is not the cost of building and running production facilities, and there is flexibility to change suppliers if the location needs to change, and if costs, tariffs, and exchange rates increase. One of the difficulties of using non-local contract manufacturers is that there can be a delay in receiving the stock from the supplier. If there is a delay in receiving the stock, then we will not meet our manufacturing deadlines. There is also the risk of losing intellectual property or tarnishing our company's name if the contract manufacturer does not follow proper labor practices. The second mode of entry will be to create a joint venture with a marketing company. The benefit of creating a joint venture is that the costs are equally shared and distributed between the companies that form the joint venture. Another benefit is that the new entity can rely on the strengths of each of the other companies for greater success. A disadvantage of creating a joint venture is if the companies do not share the same goals. Another challenge comes in determining the share of the profit according to percentage of ownership, can cause contention between the companies. Joint ventures can also be difficult to coordinate across international organizations. The final mode of entry will be to acquire the already existing Oxano Solar as a wholly owned subsidiary. Currently, Oxano Solar is the only company in Nigeria that manufactures solar panels. By acquiring this company, we will reduce the amount of competition of solar panel manufacturers. Another pro is that we will be able to employ mostly locals, which will help build up the economy in Nigeria. One of the challenges that comes with acquiring an existing company is if they have any debts, we are liable to pay those debts. Another challenge is if their machinery and equipment is outdated, then there will be the cost of obtaining new machinery. It will also be a challenge to incorporate the cultures of the two companies. Despite the challenges that come with these modes of entry, our research shows that these three modes of entry, non-local contract manufacturers, creating a joint venture, and acquiring an existing company as a wholly owned subsidiary, will be the most beneficial to succeed with entering the market in Nigeria of selling and installing solar panels.
Okay. This is the sourcing companies for Lighthouse Solar Solution. The component, the photovoltaic cells, we have the Canadian Solar Inc., a supplier from Canada. There is a trade agreement and economic considerations that would benefit the business with them. Since Canada has stable trade policies and reliable international shipping. As a member of the CPTPP, Canada has a favorable trade practices with various nations, no? Which might indirectly benefit Nigeria. No? Now, the good things about this company is the level of efficiency, which is very high. Supplies top tires photovoltaic cells with the leading industry efficiency. Then the sustainability utilizes eco-friendly production methods, and the reputation. No? It's globally recognized for consistent quality. On the negative side, we would take into consideration the cost is, since it's premium quality, so the price is high. So shipping distance also, it's take longer and the price is high as a consequence. No? The other supplier for these photovoltaic cells, we have JA Solar Technology. It is from China. The trade agreements and economic considerations we may take. It's Nigeria strong trade ties with China, simplify the important process, no? And lower tariffs and shipping costs due to well-established supply chains. On the negative side, I'm sorry, on the positive side, we have the affordable prices, large scale productions, reliable supply for large orders, and customizability. It can produce photovoltaic cells suited for Nigeria's climate. On the negative side, we have the quality variability, no? And then the language and culture barriers that may happen trading with this company. The next component is inverters. So for this component, we have the option of SMA Solar Technology. It's a German company. The benefits on trade agreements and economic considerations. Nigeria and Germany have trade agreements promoting renewable energy development. Germany's reputation for high quality engineering is advantageous for inverter technology. On the bright side, top quality, renowned for reliable and durable inventors. So the company is, energy efficiency. Products are optimized for maximum energy version and support excellent technical support. On the negative side, we have the cost. It is among the most expensive inverters on the market, and the shipping, the cost is high, and the time to wait for the good is longer than Asian suppliers. Okay, now we are going to talk about storage batteries. The supplier is CATL, Contemporary Amperex Technology Limited. It is from China. The trade agreements that would benefit business with Nigeria. There is a strong trade relationship between China and Nigeria, make this supplier a cost-effective choice. The benefits about trading with this company is the affordability, produces high-quality batteries at competitive prices, the technology industry leader in lithium technology. Then it's the availability of the product is available for large scale manufacturing and ensures consistency. On the negative side, the environmental concerns. Battery production has a higher environmental impact, and dependence, the heavy reliance on important material. So based on this presentation, we can conclude that photovoltaic cells, GA solar technology provides an ideal mix of affordability and quality. So then in the case of inverters, SMA solar technology offers superior quality and reliability. On strong storage batteries, CATL is the best choice.
There are several pros and cons to implementing an ethnocentric staffing policy for our company in Nigeria. Some of the pros include that it will allow for more experienced employees to work in the company and help establish it within Nigeria. It will also allow for certain work policies and practices to be easily implemented that have been successful in the company's home country. It can also help leaders of the company to develop greater cultural understanding and international work experience from living and working in a different part of the world. However, there are some significant cons as well. It can be very costly to relocate expatriate employees and their families due to additional costs incurred and allowances given to these employees. It can also be very difficult for expatriate workers to adjust to an international environment, especially in a culture that is very different from their home country. It can also create division among local employees, as there can be clashes among culture and different ways of working.
The first pro of using a geocentric human resource strategy is that it enables the company to make best use of its human resources. The company does not have to rely on having someone with the needed skills in the parent company, or the host country, but the company can employ the person with the best skills for the job, no matter which country they come from. The second pro is that executives become equipped to work in and experience a number of different cultures. The third pro is that by employing people from many different cultures can build a strong and unifying culture. A con of using a geocentric human resource strategy is that national immigration policies may limit the number of foreigners working in the country, or certain countries may be excluded from being allowed to work in Nigeria. The second con is that it can be expensive to relocate and train employees from another country. The final con is that compensation structure and packages can be a problem. It will be imperative to make sure that whichever employees are hired from another country, that they can integrate into the culture of the company as well as the culture of Nigeria. The human resource strategy that we feel will be most suited for our company is to use a combination of ethnocentric and polycentric strategies. We feel that the director and the operations manager should be expatriates. They will have the necessary knowledge, skills, and experience to get the company set up, the manufacturing organized, and make sure that all departments are running properly. All the other key leadership and managing executives, as well as the lower level staff, will be locally employed from Nigeria. Our research shows that using ethnocentric and polycentric human resource strategies will be the best strategy for entering the Nigerian market. By using majority local people, our target market will more easily gain trust in our company, and they will see that we have good quality product at prices that they can afford.